Hello everyone, I am back with another mewing video, and I know that I took a little break, but I'm back now and I'm going to be posting consistently on my channel again. And I just wanted to come on here and because like I said in a couple of my previous videos, I was saying that my videos felt a little bit repetitive, but like during the break that I took from posting videos on YouTube, I realized that a lot of people are finding my channel, like new people that aren't really educated about mewing and things like that. So I said, I'm just gonna continue to post my videos whether I feel like it's repetitive, because a lot of people value my input and value the information that I am posting on my channel. A lot of people have been reaching out to me on private, like on my finding my other platforms, as far as, even though I put it on my account, a lot of people reach out to me like on my Instagram and my Snapchat and my Facebook and things like that, and they ask me a lot of different questions about my mewing journey. So I just want to come on here and talk to you all and let you all know that I'm still mewing. I'm learning new things about me just mewing in general, and I wanted to come on and speak to y'all about my teeth alignment. And just my I just wanted to show y'all that. And I'm not sure if you all know about subliminals and things like that. If you've never heard of a subliminal, it's basically where you are it's different types of subliminals, but I go on YouTube and I find different subliminals that I prefer to listen to, and there's a couple that I saved that I enjoy going to look back and play them, you know what I'm saying? And you can also create your own subliminals. Like I used to do that, but I feel as though the ones on YouTube, there's some that I just trust. And do your research. And the way I do my research is when I go on YouTube and I type in a subliminal, let's just say, like, I didn't have dimples. Now I have dimples. I'm not saying that's 100% from subliminals. Like I said, I do mew, but I want to stand up and show you all. Hold on, let me step back some. I'm sorry. I want to show y'all. I hope you can. I wanted to show y'all my body and stuff like that. So I work out. Well, not religiously, but I work out when I feel the need to, maybe 3 times a week for 15 minutes a day. And I also waist train. So that's just basically where I wear like a band around my waist and I work out with the waist trainer on. I also do the subliminals. That's what I really wanted to talk to you all about. Like if you're mewing and you are on a, like a journey of just becoming your your best self. You're on a journey to become your best self. I would, really advise you to listen to subliminals, because I find that they work. Like I noticed it's so many different type of subliminals for men and women, literally. Like anything that you can think of in your mind, they have a subliminal for it, and multiple subliminals. And I was saying that the way I do my due diligence in figuring out which ones work for me and which ones you know, are that I trust, is when I go to someone's subliminal and I can tell that they put a lot of time and effort into the subliminal. I really like that. I really appreciate that. And while I'm listening to the subliminal, I can also feel it working, like literally. I know that might sound crazy because you're just listening to affirmations, basically. Some people put affirmations. It depends on the technique. A lot of people have a lot of different ways that they create their subliminals. And you have some subliminals where they have music, but in the background you can kind of hear the subliminals. And a lot of people say that they prefer the ones that you can't hear the subliminals playing in the background, because it gives it goes to the subconscious mind a little bit easier than your the ones that you can actually hear and it register when you hear it. You can literally hear it. It may be really, really fast, or you know, really, really quiet, but you can still hear it. Like me, I can literally pick up on what it's saying, or I can literally kind of like put, you know, just figure out what it is that it's saying. But I just wanted to come on here and tell you all a little bit about that. I also wanted to tell you all that just the same way I took a break from my YouTube, I also took a break from my social media platforms. Not all of them, but like the ones that I felt like I was on a lot, which is my Facebook. Anyway, long story short, because I feel like I'm saying a bunch of stuff that y'all don't care about. But I got back on my Facebook, and everybody noticed the change. Like everybody noticed like how different I'm becoming. Like I'm just becoming the woman that I've always wanted to be and I've always dreamed of being. But people are like telling me how beautiful I am, telling me how gorgeous I am. Not saying that that's what made me, or I wasn't getting those type of compliments before, but now it's like I'm receiving the compliments and I'm hearing it much more often. Like people would say it, but it would just kind of be like you know, but now people are making it their business to tell me like, Amaria, you are so gorgeous. Amaria, you are so beautiful. And let me tell y'all something. I want to tell y'all this. When you see people trying to compete with you, people that you're not even in competition with, like just old friends or people that you know weren't doing, like the things that I'm doing now and the steps that I'm taking currently to better myself. And I know I look tired right now. I don't have on any makeup. You see the bags under my eyes because it is 3 o'clock in the morning. My son is asleep. I told you all I get on here whenever I get the chance. I was in the room. I've been cleaning up, and I just finished washing dishes and stuff like that. I was eating. Now I'm drinking me my soda, sweet tea. Oh my gosh, it's really good too. But people, this is like before I came on this journey, people really like the saying, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. That is true. Like if people aren't making it their business to try to like snatch your flashlight, I'm not speaking for everybody because different strokes for different folks, but I'm an Aries. Like I just had a birthday pass recently. If you know anybody with an Aries sun placement, you know that this grinds their buttons. Like this is what I get excited. A lot of people don't know that, but it's some people out there in this world, I'm one of them, that when everything you do to try to knock me down, I'm gonna use it as fuel. Everything you do to try to stop what I got going on, it's gonna fuel the fire. All you're doing is pouring gasoline on the fire, and I'm just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger right before their eyes, literally. Like one day I want to look back on these videos that I'm uploading on my social media platform and be like, dang, Amaria, you doing all the stuff that you dreamed and hoped and wished for. You doing it right now. Like, it was a time in my life where I was praying for things and wishing for things and hoping for things, and now I have them. Like, the things that I was wishing for, the things that I was hoping for, the things that I was praying for, I currently have them now. So as human beings, once you reach a goal, you set another goal. Once you reach that goal, you set another goal. You set another goal. So it's very important that we take the time and we relish in the moment. Like, we acknowledge the blessings that God has bestowed upon us. Like, we literally have to give thanks, and even thanks to ourselves. Like, we have to give thanks to ourselves, because the Lord dwells within us, you know. So we have to give thanks to ourselves. And like, I want to get back to my point. My whole purpose of that little rant right there was me noticing, like, people, friends, like long-term friends that I've had that just now, like, I was in a place in my life. I know I get on here a lot and I just ramble on about, but I was in a place in my life where I just, like, I'm not going to say I gave up, but, like, I never gave up, ever. I've never given up, ever. I'm not the type of person that gives up. But I did kind of, like, I was at a place and I kind of, like, just stayed there. I was stagnant. That's what I'll say. I'll never say I gave up, because I've never given up, but I was stagnant. I was not going forward. If you're stagnant, that means you're not going down and you're not going up. You're just right here. Like, it's some people that stay stagnant their whole lives. Like, once you realize that you're being stagnant or you're in a stale place, get yourself out of that place. Like, always try to be better. Always try to do better. Like, and if you're fine with where you're at, then it's, like I said, different strokes for different folks. But I constantly want to become the best version of myself, always. So I was in a place where I just was stagnant. And a lot of people in my life, or people that just know me or know of me and stuff like that from where I'm from, they kind of, like, enjoyed that. Like, they was like, okay, we don't have to worry about her no more. She's stagnant. People like to see you do good, but they do not like to see you doing better than them. People want to see you do good, but not doing better than them. And people always looked at me as, like, the golden child, like they still do. I look at myself as the golden child, like, but I just kind of, like, some things happened to me, and it kind of, like, humbled me in a way, like, to the point where I just, like, stepped out of my power, and the people around me, like, I don't know, it's weird, but it's my experience, it's my life, and I'm just sharing it with you all, because I know if I'm going through these things, that I know it's some other people out here that's going through these same things, or having experiences that are kind of like mine or similar to mine. So I just kind of noticed that people were enjoying that. So for, like, maybe a year, maybe not even a year, maybe like 6 months, 6 or 7 months, I was in this stagnant place. And the people around me, they kind of, like, they were comfortable with me being there. They were kind of, like, happy that I was just being stagnant. And I made a decision. I was like, you know what? Like, something snapped inside of me. Like, I was just like, you know what? I'm that bitch. Like, I need to step in my power. Like, this is not me. I lost myself for a minute. Like, I'm not even going to say lost myself. I'll just say that I was not operating in my full potential at one point in time. And when I realized it, I was like, you know what? I got to start back doing me. Like, I really got to get back into me and just focusing on myself. And so once I started doing that, progress started happening. Like, once I make my mind up to do something, I do it. I get the job done pretty much 9 times out of 10. If I put my mind on something, I'm gonna do it. But people started noticing, just like they noticed when I got stagnant. You think people not paying attention to you? They are. People are always paying attention to you, whether you know it or not. Then of course they're not gonna say, "Hey, I'm watching you. Hey, I go to your page, and I just kind of like check up and see what you're doing, see what you're up to. I try to compare myself to you secretly to see, you know, people do that, whether they tell you they're doing it or not. So just like they saw when I began to get stagnant, they saw me taking off. Like I said, in a minute, you all will see the things that I'm speaking about come to pass in my life, where I'll let you all see for yourselves. But I'm tired of talking. You know, I'm tired of just speaking on certain things. I just want to put my plan into action. But they feel it and they see it. They see that I'm back. They see that I'm connected. They see that I'm focused. I'm back to myself. I'm back to myself. I'll just say that. And it's shaking people up to the point where I've kind of like had to distance myself from a lot of people, because like I'm the type of person, I need that's the next thing. I need some friends that are confident in themselves, that are solid and stable. I just need one friend, like one female friend that is confident within herself, that knows that she's beautiful within herself, that's not jealous of me, that's not in competition with me, that I can trust, that know, and somebody that can trust me. And I just want to have a honest, open, real, authentic, raw connection with another woman, you know, that's about my same age, that can kind of like, you know, like connect with me on different levels. Like just a real friend, like a sister, a friend, somebody that I can count on, somebody that can count on me. Like I really need that in my life, because the people that, like I said, that sees that I'm not stagnant anymore, they're shaking in their boots, so to speak. And I took a trip. I don't want to go too in detail, because like I said, people are watching me, and people are trying to see what it is that I have going on. So I don't want to, you know, have a dead giveaway, but I took a trip, and the whole trip, like, I just felt like this person was just envious of me. And I know I hate to sound this way, but it's true. Like, I know y'all probably like, this bitch, no, it's real. It's true. It's real. We took a trip, and I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be raw, because I just feel like I should, and I'm being real with myself. And it's just me and the camera here right now. So the whole trip, it's a friend of mine, and we've had issues in the past, and we spoke about it. And I'm not saying that I'm 100% perfect, and I'm about to kind of explain certain things to you all. I planned a trip, and we end up going on a trip together. And the whole trip, they were playing music that they were sending shots at me through music. and the and I noticed it on the way there to our destination. And I just said to myself, like, I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm gonna just ignore it, because one thing about me is I'm never gonna give anybody my energy. So if I feel like you're doing something that's like negative, or something that's going to affect me in a negative way, I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to ignore you. That drains you of your power. So what that basically means is you're giving your energy away to me. I'm not going to react. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to be bothered. I'm going to recognize what it is that you're doing, and I'm going to ignore you. So that's what I did. And I said, hey, I'm going to make the best of this trip. If you want to be mad and miserable, I'm going to allow you to do that. I didn't say that to that person, but that's just how I felt. And so yeah, that's that. And once we got there, the whole trip, I did not realize it as it was happening, but after I got back from the trip, I was like, this person kind of like had plans of their own, like, but I did too, and I'm gonna be honest about that. So when you think you're gonna get over on me, you're not. You're not. I'm just that type of person. Like I said, the old me, the stagnant me. No, I've never been like that. If you think you're gonna get over on me, baby, you done lost your mind. But anyway, so they had their own things, their own agenda planned, and so did I, because I started planning it in the moment, because I was like, I started to catch on to what this person was doing. And they thought that they were being slick and sneaky, but that does not work with me. Slick and sneaky does not work with me. I pick up on everything. So as the trip continued to go on, like I said, they were playing music, you know, kind of like to disrespect me, or maybe they felt like they were disrespecting me. I was just side-eyeing them like, you're stupid, really, the whole time. But so yeah, once we got there, and I'm just pretty much, you know, like an easygoing person, so I was trying to do everything to, like, you know, accommodate this person, not really, but just to make the trip go smoother. So they had already booked their hotel room, so I booked my room at the same hotel as them, so that it could be easier. We rode together. We took my vehicle. So we took my vehicle, and I was like, okay. So when we get there, this person is saying this and saying that, and I'm not gonna drag this out too long, but we were both kind of like enjoying ourselves. The trip was amazing. I had fun. I enjoyed myself. But that was the only thing that kind of like, you know, and the whole trip, I never addressed it, because I'm not going to ruin the trip. I was there to enjoy myself just like they were. So I was never, I'm addressing this with my camera, because this is a truth moment right now. But I never addressed it, because I'm like, you're not going to ruin my trip. You're not that important for me to even speak on it, really, because I'm finna enjoy myself. You can feel however you want to feel. That has nothing to do with me. So, so yeah, we went out. We did what we did. The person would get upset, like when I was enjoying myself, or I was doing things, buying things, or just, they would get mad because I was buying things and they didn't have the money to splurge on themselves like I was. Like, literally, I would go into the store and buy whatever I wanted. Literally, like, go in whatever store I wanted to go into. We drove my car. They were already feeling a certain type of way because we drove my car. So, fuck it. I'm not finna sugarcoat it. They was mad because we took my car. and they were mad because I went to the mall and I was trying to enjoy myself. Like, that's what we planned to do. And they were really upset because I went to the mall and I did everything that I said I was going to do, and they didn't. And they kind of like was really upset about it within themselves. And you know how a person tried to act like they're unbothered, but really the whole time this person was very bothered, very upset within themselves because I was enjoying myself. And it made them even more upset because I wasn't taking the bait. Like, every time they were doing things or saying things to make me upset, I ignored the fuck out of them. I ignored the fuck out of them, and it made them very upset. It made them very angry. And it was just funny to me. It was very funny because, like I said, I enjoy it. Like, when a person is bothered by me and I'm being the authentic person that I am, I enjoy it because, baby, I did nothing but be kind to you, be good to you. I made this trip happen, basically, because if it wasn't for me, there wouldn't have been no trip. I wasn't going to let that negativity ruin it. So, not only that, like, I had applied some makeup, and we both applied makeup on in the car. And we went to a restaurant, a nice restaurant. Like, it's a very expensive restaurant where we went. And this person never told me that my makeup wasn't applied correctly. Like, they never said anything about it. Like, they intentionally tried to do that, basically. For those of you that know, you know. So they didn't tell me that. So as the night went on, and I know this has nothing to do with mewing, but I'm just telling y'all this story because I'm building an audience, a fan base, or whatever. So y'all gonna listen to me talk. I got a story to tell. Y'all gonna listen. Period. But and if you don't want to listen, you won't watch it. You click off. But or maybe I'll just put timestamps in the video so you'll know when and when not. Let's see. I don't even know because I didn't check to see when I started talking. But anyway, so the person did that, and I was like, okay, cool. And I noticed myself trying to make this a very beautiful trip, trying to accommodate this person, and they weren't doing that same thing for me. So I stopped. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to, you know, continue to let you give me your ass to kiss. So I was done. I stopped. And I'm smiling because I'm so proud of myself. And this person's mother called them. We went out. We went and got massages. And this person's mother calls them. And the mother, they're on FaceTime. So the mother sees me and she's speaking to me and she's talking to me about some things that happened years ago. Just talking about me, telling him basically, you remember when she did such and such and such and such? And they sitting over there really wanting to roll their eyes, kind of like, yeah, I remember, basically. And switched the subject, was upset that their mother was like giving me compliments or just like saying positive things about me. They were really upset. And I was grateful that that happened, though, because this person was leading their parents on to believe that I was the problem. Friends, their parents and friends and family, trying to lead them on as if I was the problem. When that right there, that specific situation gave them all of the information that they needed, although they already knew, but that right there was the icing on the cake to let that person mother see, no, this girl is not the problem. He's the problem. He's jealous of her. He's jealous of her. So, it was a lot of things that kept happening like that. But I'm not going to drag this out too much longer. So, to make a long story short, at the end of the trip, the very last day of us being where we were at our destination, I wanted to go to the mall. And I was like, I want to enjoy our last day here, so we can get on the road, because we did have to travel and get to where we were going. And I was like, I would like to go to the mall and buy some things or whatever. I went and bought me some Fenty Beauty. I went and shopped like I've never shopped before. And I wish I would have shopped even more, but that person was kind of like rushing me, had an attitude, so I just didn't want to deal with it. And I was like, I can go shopping when I get to where I'm going. So it really wasn't that big of a deal. But the whole time I was shopping, they were mad, like just rolling their eyes, not want to be there. And I'm like, you're ruining it for me. That's how you know somebody's not really, they got some issues going on, because I would have been happy for my friend, you know what I'm saying? I would have been down and ready to go wherever my friend was going, but this person was just very upset. And so after I was finished shopping, I said that I wanted to go get some food. This person was upset about that. They wanted us to eat leftovers. I'm like, no, I want food. Like, that's what we came in for. I wanted some Chipotle. So I went and bought my Chipotle, just like I was planning on doing anyway, and they sat at the table with me. So as we're sitting at the table, he was very upset. He was on his phone. He was just making inappropriate statements. He was speaking about me. He was acting like he was on his phone, speaking about other people, but he was really speaking about me. And I know people say a hit dog holler. No, that's not this. That's not that. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not retarded. Like, I know when someone is making, they call it sneak dissing. I know when somebody is sneak dissing me. So I'm a grown woman. I am well aware of the difference from someone speaking and someone literally like trying to. He thinks he's slick. I don't know if people realize how intuitive I am, but I was picking up on it. And like I said, the type of person that I am, you're not going to get away with anything around me, anything. So whatever he did, I sent it right back to him. And that's what was eating him up. That's what was messing up his spirit the way that it was, because he couldn't just do things and get away with it. So, some of the things that I spoke to him about, we were sitting around talking, and he was just kind of telling me, just saying some inappropriate stuff. And I rebutted, and he was upset. Like, he was telling me that, just telling me crazy things. And I was basically explaining to him, like, you are who you hang around. You are your habits. You are the company that you keep, yada, yada, yada. And I don't have a 9 to 5. I don't work a 9 to 5. He does. But I make more money than him doing what I do. I make more money than a lot of people that work a 9 to 5. And I don't have a 9 to 5. But I make just as much money as him, if not more. No, I make more money. No, it's a fact that I make more money than him. And he works a 9 to 5. I make more money than him, and he works a 9 to 5. And he started saying, yeah, when you hang around people that don't have jobs and you just want to sit on your ass all day. He didn't say my name, but he was speaking of me. So, and I was like, well, I don't work a 9 to 5, and I make more money than you. And the people that you hang around, oh my gosh, he got so mad. He couldn't even say nothing back. He was sitting there like, that's how he was looking. But he didn't say nothing because it was the truth. And the truth was in the pudding, because he didn't say nothing, but we came to the mall. He didn't buy a thing. He did not buy a thing. He spent all of his money. He didn't have any money. And I'm not talking down on him or judging him or anything, but he was coming at me. He was trying to tell me that I was this and I was that because I wasn't working. And, you know, saying how he has to go to work and do this and have to do that. And he's an adult and this and that and this and that. And I was like, well, I live on my own. You still live with your parents. I have my own vehicle, which we had to drive my vehicle down here. And I gave him a rundown of all the things that his grown behind was doing but really not doing compared to the things that I was doing. And I was sitting on my ass, like he said. But he was mad. That made him so mad. And I was just like, well, you know, and then he started, you know, speaking about my son, saying how he doesn't have any kids and he can do this and he can do that. And I was like, well, you feel how you want to feel, you know what I'm saying? But I told his ass the truth and he didn't like it. But that's all I'm really going to talk about with that situation. We ended up getting cool or whatever. We were on good terms. And then once we got back, I knew that had upset him, because after our trip, we spoke maybe the next day. But after that, we didn't speak again. We didn't speak again until yesterday. So yesterday, he now I've asked him multiple times to not send me any negativity. If you want to text me, if you want to talk to me, send me positive things, you know. And this was a while ago, and we had kind of stopped talking. But so I asked him nicely, you know, if you can't send me anything positive that's gonna benefit me in my life, don't send it. And he got upset. Whenever I tell him things like that, he gets very upset. So it's a couple of girls that I no longer associate myself with. They were my friends, and now they're his friends, but they were my friends. I grew up with these people. We've been knowing each other since before we even started school. We lived on the same street. We played with each other every day. We didn't go to the same school, but we lived on the same street and we played together every day. I grew up with these girls. So when you grow up with somebody, you kind of have a deeper understanding of these people because you grew up with them. So now, and they're only friends with him because of me. So, and he know we don't really talk like that. He know we don't really deal with each other like that. So he sends me a picture of, no, he sends me a video, a very disturbing video, something that he knew would kind of like make me upset. And it was from one of their associates' accounts or whatever, which he does this. He's done this on numerous occasions. He was saying that it was just a video that he thought was funny. He didn't think it was funny. He hasn't talked to me in about a week, and then he texted me out of the blue yesterday, sending me that video from that girl's page. And he was just sending it to me, telling me how funny it was. And I just politely told him, like I said, I don't miss a beat, baby. So I sent him something back, and it made him upset because he thought I was going to react to the video. And I didn't even mention the video. I said, oh, this girl right here, she been following me on all my social media accounts lately. He was like, oh, laughing out. He before he got a chance to ask, I told him who it was, and he got upset because I beat him to the punch. So then he reiterates and start back talking about the video, trying to redirect the conversation to something that he thought was going to trigger me or make me upset, and it didn't work. So So I just politely told him, I said, because at that point I was just sick of that. I was sick of him and sick of his games that he liked to play. I was just like, please don't text me unless it's something, which I've asked him this before on numerous occasions, to not send me anything if it's not positive, if it's not going to benefit me, because Mr. 9 to 5 just feels like he's just this workaholic. Like, send me something that's work related. Like, even though I don't work a 9 to 5, send me something motivational. Or don't send me nothing foolish. Don't send me nothing foolish. That'll be the quickest way that I block you. So he was upset about that. But anyway, that was a short little story time that I had for you all. I guess this is going to be like a mewing / story time video. And I'm just going to leave it at that. You all probably won't get unless you all want different story times of situations and how I handle things, because I think I handled that beautifully. Right now, I am happy. I am peaceful. I am in a positive space. And he's over there punching the air because he's mad that he couldn't get a reaction out of me. I'm in my own house, drive my own car with a refrigerator, freezer full of food, drink what I want, do what I want, when I want, how I want to do it, and I don't have to go to work every day and slave for somebody else. I work for myself. And that's what got them upset. Not just him. Me and him were best friends. We've been knowing each other since kindergarten. That's what makes it so bad. That's what makes the situation like very disgusting, because I've been knowing him for so long. Everybody that we grew up with, they no longer like him, no longer associate themselves with him. And I was being a good friend and, just, call myself being supportive and a good friend. And he's not, I mean, I guess he is in a way. But anyway, that's the end of that story time. If you all want more story times from me, different, because I have a lot of different situations, and I don't know if I'm going to like direct this more to I want you all to take the positive things out of that and not dwell on the negative parts. Like, take the fact of the matter is, every obstacle he tried to throw at me during that entire trip, I flipped it and turned it into a positive, a plus, to build myself up. When people throw bricks at you, build an empire with those same bricks. You make sure that you stack that wall up high so you can stand up and they can't even reach you. They done threw so many bricks. You climbed up the wall and you standing on top of it and they can't get up there. You know what I'm saying? So take that from what I said and know that that is a beautiful sign. When you see things like that, don't let it discourage you. Just know that I am progressing in life, and it might make some people upset because they're stuck in the same place that they've been for years and they're not going anywhere. So of course they're going to be mad at you for doing things that they can't do and they haven't done. So be grateful and understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, be grateful and know that it's a sign. It's a beautiful sign. So when I see people acting out of character and doing little petty things like that, I know that I'm doing my job well done. And this had nothing to do with mewing, I guess. But that was a story time that I wanted to post on my channel. This is my YouTube channel, baby. I can post what I want. I can post whatever I want to post. And for those of you that's following me on my Snapchat, a lot of y'all witnessed it because it happened week before last. All of this that I'm talking about happened week before last. I post the whole journey on my Snapchat. So if you follow me on Snapchat, you've witnessed a lot of these things. Not witnessed verbatim, but you went along with me on that experience as far as the food and the going out to different clubs. Like, I really enjoyed myself. We clubbed hop. We did a lot of things and I really enjoyed myself because I was not dependent on this person. When you go out there, strangers, I don't meet strangers. I meet people that I can connect with, build bonds with, and you just never know. I even met some celebrities while we were there. So everywhere I go, I turn that place into love and light. I don't ever want people to get a negative vibe from me. I'm just telling y'all the honest truth. I'm telling y'all real. I'm telling y'all what goes on in people's day-to-day lives, whether you know it or not. You have to be mindful of certain things, especially when you're doing good in life, when you're leveling up in life. Why do you think celebrities and people of stature, they get so much hate? It's because people are they even if they don't know it, they see something in you, and they also get attention from speaking of you, because if they spoke about themselves, nobody would care. Why do you think it's so many YouTube channels based on drama, speaking about other people's lives? If they got on their channel and they spoke about themselves, nobody would watch it. Nobody would pay attention to it. But if they speak about somebody with some power or some influence behind their name, it will bring traction to their channel. It will make them somebody just by speaking on somebody else. But that doesn't work with me, because it doesn't work with me. I'll just say that. But y'all stay blessed, stay prayed up. Make sure you're loving yourself, giving yourself the love and care that you need, so that you can pour into others, and just be the best version of you that you can be. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. If y'all want to interact with me, or y'all have any requests, or things like that, leave it in my comment section. Leave it in my comment section, please. I enjoy talking to you all. I enjoy giving y'all story time. So please, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all beautiful people on the next video. Peace.